and where you can cruise around. There are a lot of mirrors, so if you are in a cabin, for example, you can lay on the bed in the cabin, and then you watch the mirror which is outside on the wall, and you can watch seeing someone coming around the corner, and you can get in position if you like the shape maybe of the body. You don't see the face, only the
Yeah, it's time for a coffee after the first night here in Leipzig. Yeah, and that was very nice. I look a bit tired maybe, but the night was very short. I had several... I don't know. I haven't been to the sauna yet, but I had some other nice experience here, and I had also to use these earplugs because you see, oh, you don't see, but here, yeah, there's a lot of these trams here, very cute in Leipzig, but they are very loud. Cute room, and that's it for the moment. I don't know, I'm not sure if I go to the sauna tonight or tomorrow night, but let's see how it works.
Hey guys, and welcome to this new episode of Robert Goes to a Gay Bathhouse or Sauna. And after the last video about the boiler was such a success, more than 40,000 people clicked on it, and I got so much comments, I decided to do the next video about the sauna. And this is a new review. This is a review of a gay bathhouse in Old East Germany in Leipzig. I've been to the Stargate Sauna, and I will tell you how my experience was in this bathhouse, how I liked it, and what you can expect when you go into a German bathhouse. I think most of you know my video about the boiler. I made like a guide video about the boiler. If not, then you should watch this, and then you can compare it to the Stargate Sauna in Leipzig. Leipzig is a big city in Germany, as I told you, in the Old East German part, and it is not far away from Berlin. With a high-speed train, it takes like 1 hour 20 minutes to go there. If you are in Berlin, if you are in Germany, you should definitely visit Leipzig. If you are asking yourself, is Robert naked in front of the camera? I need to say, maybe I cannot show you because we are on YouTube. If you want to see more of you complete naked, then you have to follow my other social links, where also is a link to my OnlyFans. Welcome to all the new fans who joined the last video. But there's not only a sauna in Leipzig. Leipzig is so rich in cultural things. You have so many museums. I think there were some Bach festival there, some music festival. Leipzig is a very, very interesting cultural city. It's not too big. You can nearly go everywhere by bike, for example. There is a big network of buses and also tram stations. Just go to Leipzig. It's a very cute city. I like it. It's a little bit more alternative than Berlin and not so crowded, but still a very, very lively city in the heart of Germany.
So this is the beautiful city of Leipzig in the heart of Germany, and it's so full of police here because you know there is the European Football Championship, and today Scotland is playing against Germany, so there is a lot of security guys here, and I think the football fans from Leipzig are very famous to be, how do I say, maybe a bit like not so easy to handle, so there's a lot of police here. But now I'm on my way to the gym because yeah, I just arrived this afternoon, and I want to go to the gym. It's the same brand as I visited in Berlin too, and it's very in the center of Leipzig. Also a lot of nice buildings. That's it. That's the first impression, and I'm not sure, but maybe this is also the warm-up to go to the sauna here in Leipzig, which is called Stargate. What a funny word game. But yeah, let's see. So first, it's time for the gym.
And the name sounds like, and it is like that, a little bit like Stargate, maybe like from the 90s. I don't know when they opened the sauna, but I have the feeling it's from the 90s. That's a very, very interesting flair to go there, but I will tell you more about that later. First of all, I want to tell you how the sauna works. So the Stargate sauna is in the heart of Leipzig. I had my apartment where I stayed with a friend at the main station, at the central station or Hauptbahnhof, and from there I had to go like 17 to 20 minutes.
So now I'm on my way to the sauna in the beautiful city of Leipzig. It's a bit late, nearly 10 o'clock in the night now, but it's Saturday, so I hope there will be a crowd. In Berlin, I would go on a Saturday. I would guess that at that time there is something else, but I would recommend to go earlier in Berlin Boiler, definitely, because most of the people in Berlin maybe they go to Boiler before they go to party, so this is better to go earlier. But in Leipzig, in the Stargate sauna, you can stay for 24 hours. That means, and I get a second entrance. That means when I go now, and when I'm there at 10 o'clock in the night, I can go tomorrow again. And that's my plan. I want to go tomorrow because tomorrow is in the afternoon, there's like Juniors Day, they call it. It's like the youngster day in Berlin. So people younger than 27 get a much cheaper entrance. So this is my plan, to go for a second time. You get 2 entrance. So this is why I thought I can try, even if it is a bit late right now.
So when you go there, you have to pay the entrance fee. And the entrance fee is 26 euro. And when you are under 27, you pay just 17 euro. But in comparison to Boiler, you have to pay for the sauna towel and for your shoes extra. You know, this slipper flip-flops. You have to pay €1.50 for the sauna towel and €2.50 for the slippers. But if you have flip-flops or stuff like that for the inside use, and if you have your own towel, maybe also from the hotel, you can take your own. So, but when you pay this entrance fee, you can stay for the whole day. Yeah, that means if you go on a Friday, for example, you can go there until they close at 11. But if you go on a day, which is an event day where they have opened 24 hours or overnight, you can stay there for the whole 24 hours and you can even leave the place once. And this is what I did. I was going there the first time on a Saturday, and after a few hours I left and went back on a Sunday. And that was very easy. You just get like a card where they write down when you were there the first time and until when you can stay. And even if you stay longer than the 24 hours after the second stay, you can pay for additional hours €3. So it's like in Boiler, if you are extending the time, you have to pay for every hour a bit more. But and in comparison to I don't want to compare all the time with the Boiler. If you want to know how Boiler works, watch my video I already made about it. And if you want to have a comparison video like Stargate versus Boiler, then write it in the comments and I will do it. I will focus on this Stargate sauna now. They have private cabins too. And these private cabins, They have small ones and they have big ones. You have in these cabins, you have TV where plays, and of course you can use the cabin as you want. You can take all your stuff there, you change your clothes there, and that's it. So, but let me go on by telling you how the experience was. So when you come to the sauna, that's really funny because you are at the reception, and when you stand at the reception, just one more meter and there's a bar and the bistro. So you can see all the naked guys sitting in the bistro, eating stuff, drinking something, and they are watching you while you are coming. And they check you. Oh, there's a new one. That's a bit weird because you are in full clothes. I don't know, but that's how it is in the Stargate sauna. So when you get there, you have to pay. You can pay by credit card or cash. Both is possible. They don't have an NFC bracelet. They use normal keys for the locker or for the cabins. And there's a number, and on this number, everything you charge while you stay there, for example, when you want to eat or drink something, they will write it manually in the computer system, and you will pay when you leave. Yeah, you get your shoes, you get your towel, you have to pay for it, as I told you. So if you have it, just take it from home. This is much cheaper. And if you need, like me, to clean in a special area, so you have to ask for a hose, because they have a intimacy douche center, hygiene center. You have to get the hose to clean yourself. You don't have to pay extra for it. I think you have to pay like a deposit on your number, but you get it back, so you don't have to pay for it. The receptionist was very, very kind. He asked me if I've been there before, and I said no, and then okay, I will show you everything and I will tell you everything about it. And that was very, very kind and very nice too. After that, I went to my locker and I put all my stuff inside. It was big enough to big a big backpack inside, my shoes, stuff like that. And then I took the hose and I went to the hygiene center. And the hygiene center there's only one hygiene center there, but I never had to wait. There are not so many people as, for example, in Boiler. It was okay. So I could prepare myself. And you know, it's very important for me to be very clean, and that was possible at that place. They separate the sauna area, which is kind of the wet area, and the dry area, where the cabins are, the private ones and the public ones. And also like the cruising area. This is a very dry one. So if you go to the sauna, there's only the sauna, and it's not so close as in other locations. This is something I really liked. The first thing I started was, of course, the sauna area, because I wanted to do some wellness. Why do I go to sauna? For wellness, of course. Why do you go to sauna? And when you get into the sauna, you have the infrared sauna, you have a steam room, there's a toilet room, then you have this hygiene center, showers a lot. Did I say dry sauna? And 2 whirlpools too. And what I need to say is that I really, really loved the whirlpool. There are 2 whirlpools, and one of them, it's like a very public one, is a very, very strong whirlpool. So it was really like a very, very good massage. I really liked that. The second pool was like in a special room, very dark, and also with corners where you could go inside for, I don't know what, yeah. And it's also very, very small. The infrared sauna, if you come inside the sauna area, there's the infrared sauna. And the infrared sauna remembered me of a time, long time ago, when my grandma had kind of a heater in her bathroom. I didn't feel that infrared sauna so well. That was okay, but not my favorite thing. It was also a bit older, not so... everything was clean, but you saw that many people used it. The steam room. The steam room is like this labyrinth-like, how it is always in these bathhouses, in these gay bathhouses. But I need to see, for me, the steam room, I've been there 2 times, very short, inside, going through outside, because most of the areas were so dark that I couldn't do it there. So it was not so interesting for me because, of course, this is a darkroom area, also in other gay saunas, but I think a slightly light is important. You want to see the shape of the other guy, for example. Maybe you don't need to see the face, but you want to see the shape of the guy. Me, not, but it was always full, so other people like it that way. But not for me. The pool, yes, I told you I liked the pool. That was very nice. And then the dry sauna. I think the dry sauna was very new. It looked very, very new. The wood was very bright, so I think it was not very old and very clean. And they have also infusions. Yeah, I was at one infusion and I think the sauna was full with like, oh, I counted them, 17 or 18 people in the sauna at one time. That was like the full sauna. Okay, I have to compare it in this moment. I think when boiler infusion is, there are 50 people inside or even 70. I don't know. I never counted. Maybe I should do that or ask for it. But I don't want to compare because these both saunas are so different. And I like both of them because they have completely different flair. Yes, also in this level of the sauna area, which is downstairs from the bistro, there was a big room or a big hall with sunbeds where you could lay, where you just can relax. And you could also go outside in some kind of a backyard, which was not really outside. There was a transparent roof about it. So even if it would rain, it would be safe, but still it was like the outside temperature. And you could sit there, people can smoke there, but there were also beds. I don't know, just for relaxing or also for having fun there. I don't know. To be honest, I would prefer to have real plants and no plastic ones. I do understand that you cannot have a real plant in a dark room, for example. But when you are outside or half outside and you have a lot of sun, you could have real plants. And this is a big, big difference, a massive difference to plastic plants. So maybe that would be one thing which I would prefer. So in this kind of outside area, you can smoke. And if you are a smoker, you also have a smoking area inside. And that is next to the bistro, bar, restaurant, where you come inside. And this is upstairs from the sauna. And there you have, as I said, the bistro. And in the bistro, they have a lot of drinks and they also have snacks and food. I read French fries, Strammer Max, typical German, you know, and stuff like that. Some egg stuff, I think. So I didn't watch for some vegan stuff. You know, I'm vegan. But I wouldn't eat in the sauna. Or maybe just before I'm leaving, because, you know, a good bottom does not eat in the sauna. I'm kidding. Of course, you can eat whenever you want and whatever you want. And when you leave the area of the sauna stuff, or so the wet area, and you go to the cabin area and darkroom area and play area, you can find a lot of stuff there. It's a huge building. It took a long time for me. It took a few hours to understand where is what. The first walks, maybe the first 2 hours, I was walking up and down. Which level am I now? I don't know. It's huge. It's maybe too huge for not enough people. It is definitely like old fashions. It's old East Germany, and it reminds me a little bit of like Eastern European culture out of the 90s. I don't know. When I remember the gay sauna in Prague, they were much smaller, but maybe a bit like that. In this dry area, you have a lot of carpets laying around. That's also a little bit weird, and it's like a hotel character, you know. Maybe that's also cool. They have colors, dark colors, but also a lot of blinking and maybe overloaded light stuff there, which really reminds me on the 80s or 90s. It's not that clear design language. It's a lot of everything, which is quite sympathetic, but which is not very modern, of course. But what I really, really like are the possibilities to play there. They have, I think, 4 slings. And there was also, I saw like a preparation for a 5th sling. I tried 2 of the slings. Maybe more about that later. They have also like a circle which were hanging like a sling, and you could also put your legs up there. Very nice. In public, in half public, genealogic chair to sit on, also very interesting. So a lot of elements where you can play with and where your fantasy can play with. Big wrestling. There's one big wrestling field where you could wrestle or have orgies. I don't know. So much space. There are areas where you can watch corn together with other people. There's a lot of stuff you can try and where you can cruise around. There are a lot of mirrors. So if you are in a cabin, for example, you can lay on the bed in the cabin, and then you watch the mirror, which is outside on the wall, and you can watch seeing someone coming around the corner, and you can get in position if you like the shape maybe of the body. You don't see the face, only that's really interesting. Yeah, and to play there are also some or a lot of glory holes, stuff like that. But yeah, there are a lot of possibilities for not so many people, and this is my experience, how it was. I went there the first time on Saturday because I knew, so if I go on a Saturday, I can go on Sunday again, and I definitely wanted to go on Sunday because Sunday was Junior's Day. So now I'm on my way back for the first night, and it was a little bit disappointing because it was so empty. The location is really, really cool, but this Saturday night, it was so empty. But I have a 24-hour entrance, so I can go back tomorrow, and tomorrow is Junior Day, like the youngster day in Berlin, so I will go back there. And that they say the Sundays are the crowded days. There was not one guy I would be interested in. No, there was one guy, and we talked for some minutes, but I think we didn't had the same, or maybe we had the same wish, yeah, so it did not work out. But yeah, I'm looking forward to try it tomorrow. Saturday was, I don't know how many people were there while I was there. I think I stayed there for only 2 or 3 hours. 30, 40, maybe 50 people there, and no one was my type. No one. That can happen. Also, if you are in boiler sauna, when there are 400 people and all other your type, it can happen that nothing happens. So I thought, okay, maybe it's not so bad that there are not so many people. And I get in contact with one of them, but we're both bottoms, so it didn't work. I wasn't upset about it because I knew I can come back on Sunday for the Junior's Day. So I definitely wanted to go there. I just thought, let's use this 24-hour ticket. Why not? So the Saturday was a little bit disappointing for me. Then I went back on Sunday, and on Sunday I took a private cabin, a small one. That was very nice because I could put all my stuff inside, and I could go directly from there to my to the central station because my train was leaving at midnight, and my 24-hour ticket in the Stargate Sauna ended at 10, and they closed at 11, so it was perfect for me to leave the area, and I had all my stuff in my cabin. And having an own cabin wasn't that bad. As I told you, I tried the slings, and yeah, with 2 guys, it worked very good in the sling. But then there was like a deep, like no one was interested in me, and I was not interested in someone. And then I decided just to be in my cabin and getting in position and watching who's passing by these mirrors, as I told you. And then the right guy came, and I was just check, and he just came into my cabin, and he was not that young. He was maybe my age, or only 1, 2, 3 years younger, and very muzzled and nice tattoos. And yeah, that was a quick but a good thing. So yeah, that's it. But I really like that, to have the cabin. If I would go there with a friend, for example, I would definitely take a big cabin, because if you are 2 people and you would share the 18 euro, that's not a thing. This is how I felt. Was it worth to go there? Definitely. I think the flair is completely different to the boiler sauna, which I'm a big fan of, because it's much more like a place from former times maybe. And the sauna in Berlin is so like modern and the future. And if you go to Leipzig, you really can enjoy it, because it's also sometimes nice to be in a place from former times, you know? You can enjoy it. And it does not need 400 people in a sauna, definitely not. Sometimes 100 or 70 is enough, yeah. But I would definitely recommend you to go to this place. It's a nice place. If you have any questions about this sauna or any sauna stuff, gay bathhouse stuff in Germany or Europe, write it in the comments. Give me recommendations where I should go. And you already gave recommendations for gay bathhouses. You said Dragon Sauna in Hamburg. You said Eiche in München and other stuff. And I can say to you, the next trips are booked, and there is something really cool upcoming. I will show you the next sauna secrets in the next videos, of course, and also more about my Thailand travels. I still have a lot of stuff to show you. I will show you also a lot of stuff more on OnlyFans. You can find all the links in the video description. Please follow me also on Instagram. Write a comment, thumbs up for this video, and we see us next time. Your Robert.